I really truly don't know if he did. But I think we were talking about this on the first show, just like how the law, who is here to police the law? Who can police the law? You know, if the police not following the law, who are going to police them? Just think about that for a minute. You know, getting to another current event news that's going on around. Sheriff duty pimp slaps slams an inmate, then blames it on the time he spent in Iraq. They have tape of this video. For what you think about that?
Man, that's crazy. I really don't have no thoughts about that, but that's crazy. like we were talking earlier, the law is lawless, so you can't expect them to really obey anything.
Wow. I saw the actual tape, the footage. Yo, Dream, I'm gonna let you know, it was like one of those, like, it wasn't a snuff. It was like one of those slaps. Like the guy was sitting down on a chair. I guess the officer had told him not to touch something on the desk. He touched it and walked right past him and saw him touching it, and he turned around and slapped the fire out of him. I mean, literally from the back of his head. I'm surprised the guy didn't have like a bruise on his, like a opening cut on his back of his head, because he did it with so much force, like he was like trying to hit a home run with his hand. And I was like, yo, what? Even if he did blame it on Iraq, like, what is he doing in Iraq that he comes back here, that he gonna slap somebody upside the head, almost knock this man's head off? You know, again,
you know they trained to kill. They trained to kill, they brainwashed and all that stuff. When they finally, you know, come back home, you know, they still trying to get out the first life they was in when they was over there in war, whatever it is they doing. So definitely got to watch out for them.
Oh, yeah, you got that right. All right, we got some more current events. This is the last current event of today. Florida gym teacher caught stealing money out of student's locker. The veterinarian Northern High School gym teacher was arrested after police said he was caught on tape stealing from his students. Detective Steven Simpson was seen in a cell phone video going to several lockers while the locker room was unoccupied and the students were in the gym. Simpson was arrested 20 minutes after students showed the video to the school resource officer on Thursday. He was out of jail that night on a $2,000 bond. I wonder if the dude paid the bond money with all the money he stole from the students.
For real. You know we can't trust these teachers. They ain't even teaching the kids right, and their salary is not even where they wanted to be at. So I guess they trying to take all they can take.
Dream, they stealing from the students. They not just, this is in Florida. I mean, so the teacher salary is getting that crazy where they stealing from the students?
Yeah, relationships be so bad at home. They be having relationships with the students.
Wow. I don't really know what to say about that. That's incredible. Stealing from the students, y'all. What can we say? What's really going on? For me, as I look upon where we live, I think that teachers have the biggest responsibility of every part of our society. Any part of our society, I think the teacher has the biggest responsibility, but yet they get paid the less. You know, so when we think about a teacher stealing from the students, we first think about the ethics and the morality, you know, because we are a Christian or Judeo Christians, or what would you want to call it? You know, that's what everybody, or we Islam, everybody in every religion has, it's a sin to steal. You know, so whenever you hear about stealing, it's always some damnation to it. So we can go back and think about, man, where does this teacher come from? Who is this teacher? What this teacher did? And how this teacher did it? But in actuality, the problem in the situation is started because the teachers go to school for 4 years. They get out of school. They have this big bill that they have to pay called student loan bill if they didn't come from a wealthy family. And the student loan bill, it only covers a certain amount. You know, it only covers a certain amount of you going to school. So after you get out of school, you get your diploma, so it's either you go back to school or you go out into the workforce. The majority of people have to go out into the workforce because by the time they get out of school, they want to start their families and they want to start living life, which is understandable. So they go into the workforce and they go work for the schools. Meanwhile, they have to pay back the student loan. They got their car insurance. They got to pay for rent. They got to pay for food. Then they have to pay for their personal lives because, again, they want to be sociable. They want to go out and live. So what kind of salary is the teachers preparing themselves to get when the basketball player can get millions of dollars of just promoting and basically promoting gear and different things of that nature when the teacher is not really getting any what is the teacher's salary, like probably $34,000 or even 34 to at the most
50 at the most where I'm at.
50 at the most. And that's probably, and you have to be a principal to get $50,000. You know, and you know those are far and too few in between. So when we think about this teacher, I don't want everybody to sit up there and think about the brother or the sister, whoever stole from the lockers, and start condemning them and saying, oh, he shouldn't be stealing from the students. Yeah, he shouldn't be stealing from the students, but they're not getting paid, y'all. You know, they're already they're not getting paid, so it has to be some kind of human aspect of it. You know, this is the survival of the fittest mentality that people are in. You know, people are in the survival of the fittest, so they're gonna do what they got to do, apparently. So you better when you put your children and take your children to school, you better make sure their lunch boxes got a master lock on it.
Nobody's taking their money.
That's right. You better make sure them Velcro shoes is they tying their shoes, the whole nine. So, again, here, let me go. We're going to go to a caller and see what they think about this topic. Caller ending in 1252.
Shalom, shalom. This is Mufasa again.
Shalom, Mufasa. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. You know what? It's funny that it's wrong that the teacher was. You there?
Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, It's wrong that the teacher was stealing, but one time I put out a mass text about 4 weeks ago, and the text says, well, the scripture says that the love of money is the root of all evil. But then I say that the lack of money is the root of all evil as well. Because when people are in lack, they are desperate. Do desperate things. And everybody likes money. We know that we need it. But the teachers, look at them. Look how much they get paid. But yet look at the very high responsibility that the teachers have. We send our children to public schools and even private schools. But yet we want to pay the teachers less than everybody else. But here's the thing, we give them the responsibility of partially raising our children and teaching our children. And not only that, and putting the pressure on the teachers, and then the pressure of life, and not only that, it's no telling what the teachers are going through. And so we, as the community, we really need to do something about this problem. Now, I'm against that the teacher was stealing. None of us should steal. You know, and I support